Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, but life and the extensive heat wave we've had here stood in the way. This time, let's mount two wild-growing Phalaenopsis species, namely Phalaenopsis fasciata and Phalaenopsis pulchra. Let's unpot the pulchra first. It's been in my care for quite some time now, and if you want a wild grower, well, this is one. It chucks out roots everywhere, is easy to come in spike and produce cakeys, so let's try to get it out of its pot. It's so vigorous that some of its long roots grew around the pot and attached themselves to it, so I carefully have to cut them loose, and for this I use a blunt knife and carefully place it between the velamen of the root and the pot so the roots come loose. And as you can see, when doing this carefully, the roots come out intact. It really has been growing and producing long roots like a madman, so I have to try not to break them. This really is a healthy plant and there are only a few damaged or dead pieces in the root ball. The second one is the fasciata I brought home on my last visit to Acorn Orchids. This is a keiki of one of their mother plants, and both this one and the pulchra I bought at Acorns. And as you can see, this one too is quite a vigorous and healthy one. To mount them, I will be using a plate of tropical hardwood in which I had pre-drilled some holes, so I can attach the orchids quite firmly. Because I think that the reddish purple flowers of the pulchra together with the yellow ones of the fasciata would make a nice color combination, I decided to mount them both on the same plate. Instead of sphagnum moss, I will be using Syntic to hydrate the roots well, yet not to damage them while I attach the plants. And to make it easier to thread the cotton wire through the tiny holes I drilled, I put the wire through a thick needle so I can sew the orchids onto the plate. And when I safely attach them by sewing them on, I will put on some extra wire loops to firmly secure the plants. The advantage of this cotton wire is that in time it will disintegrate, and at that point the orchids will have attached themselves to the wood. The Syntic has the advantage that it doesn't disintegrate like sphagnum moss does, so while the orchids are attaching themselves to the wood and grow on, I don't have to mess with the roots to replace the sphagnum moss. I think that's a real advantage. Plus, the Syntic keeps the roots well hydrated because it doesn't dry out that fast. and another mount finished. And for the moment it can hang outside in the sheltered growing area until it's time to come in for winter, and then it will go into the grow tent until next spring. Thanks for watching and hope you'll join me in another video soon.